Welcome to the Membership Guys podcast. Kick-ass advice and tips for membership site owners.
Welcome to episode 205 of the Membership Guys podcast. I'm your host, Mike Morrison, one half of the Membership Guys, and this is the number one show for proven practical tips and advice on growing a successful membership business. If this is your first time listening to the show, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully, I'm going to live up to all the hype that you have no doubt heard about how awesome this show is. If you want to make sure you do not miss a single episode, hit that subscribe button in whatever it is you use to listen to podcasts, and that'll ensure that you get your weekly dose of membership tips and advice. Okay, so today we're talking all about how you can attract better members. Now, what do we actually mean by better members? Well, we're talking about those members who stay. They don't leave during your guarantee period and ask for a refund. They don't join, then leave, then join, then leave. You want people who join your site committed to sticking around for the long term. Those are the much better members where you're going to not only get more stable revenue from them, but also more positive participation. Better members actually use what they're paying for. Now, you can sometimes have situations where you'll have people subscribe to your membership site and they'll keep paying you month on month, year on year, but they'll never log in. Now, you may think that's a good thing, but that's not always the case. You want people to be using what they're paying for, to be getting results, to be making progress, because on the one hand, it may well be okay for you to just collect money from people regardless of whether they're actually using the membership, but it may actually be that they've forgotten that they're subscribed. And then a year or two down the line, when they realize they've been paying you hundreds and hundreds of dollars and not actually using it, that could cause problems. It's not uncommon in situations like that for members to get in touch and say, oh, I didn't know that I was still a member. Can you give me a refund of the last 36 months worth of payments? You don't want those kind of headaches. And you, as a proud membership site owner, should want people to want to use your site, to get the results they joined for, to make progress in their journey, see the transformation they were aiming for when they very first signed up. People who are using what they pay for are more likely to keep on paying for it. And of course, if they're getting positive results, they're going to spread the word, and that's going to help you attract other members too. You want great members who are making progress, who value your membership, who share testimonials and success stories that you can then leverage in your marketing to help you bring in new members. And of course, people like that who are using your site, who are getting great results, who value what they're paying for, they're more likely to contribute positively to your community too, which enhances the experience for everybody else. So when we talk about attracting better members, these are the characteristics that we're looking for. It's not about getting sales at any cost. And that's a mistake that we see so many people making. They're just focused on how many subscribers they're getting rather than the quality of those subscribers. And as a result, they try every single shiny object, magic bullet, marketing trick and growth hack in the book just to get people in the front door without realizing and remembering that memberships cannot survive on single transactions. They cannot survive on members who only stick around for a month or two. You need to be attracting people who are going to be with you for months and years to come and who will be a positive addition to your community. So if you're bringing in the wrong people, not only are they more likely to leave quicker, they're probably going to be more of a pain in the backside, cause more customer service issues, potentially cause problems in your community. It's just not good for your business. Attracting the right people is key. So how do you actually attract the right kind of members? The first thing is to stop messing around with all of these quick tricks, marketing fix, countdown timers, all that false scarcity nonsense. You need to reevaluate and re-examine the marketing tactics that you're using to attract members. I understand why people want to try and get shortcuts. They want to try and just push their sales no matter what. But in the long term, it can be disastrous for your membership. Memberships are all about the long game, and so your marketing strategy needs to reflect that. It takes a high degree of trust and a really strong relationship with your audience in order to attract the people who will invest in your membership long term. And this is why we so often talk about the membership model as being a long game. It's a marathon because it takes time to develop that trust and strengthen those relationships that are conducive to bringing in a higher caliber of member. So you need to think about, who do you truly want to serve? What are the characteristics of that person? And how can you cater your marketing and change your messaging in order to best appeal to those people? You can't be afraid of putting people off joining your membership. Chris Ducker has a saying which goes, your marketing should attract the best and repel the rest. And that is absolutely what you need to do in how you promote your membership site. And it's not just about things like personality and temperament and all that sort of stuff. In attracting the right kind of person, you also need to make sure that you're going after people at the correct stage of their journey. So what is the ideal starting point for somebody who is then much more likely going to stick with your site? Do you really want people who are at the beginning of their journey? They're at square one. They're just kind of toying with and have a general interest in your topic. Or do you want people who are maybe a step or two into the process of learning about your subject or going down the path towards the results that your membership will help them achieve? Do you want people who are committed to the learning experience, committed to getting results, and they've already taken the first few steps? People who are just generally interested in a subject aren't going to stay as long as people who have demonstrated commitment. And again, think about your marketing. Do you want somebody who only joined your membership because they felt under pressure to do so, because you imposed a deadline on them that they had to join by, or the fact that your doors were only open for 3 days a year, and so again, they felt pressured into joining, even though the timing may not have been ideal? Do you really want somebody who joined for those reasons? What do you think they're going to be like as a member? How likely do you think they're going to stick around for months and years to contribute positively to your membership, to use what they're paying for and to value it? Do you want those people, or do you want someone who joined because they're ready to roll up their sleeves and get started? Who do you think is more likely to stick around, to engage, to get results? If you can't figure out who those ideal members are, then take a look at your existing member base. Which members have been your best? Which ones have stayed the longest? Who are your power users, your most positive contributors to the community? Which have been your worst? Who complains all the time? Who takes without giving? Who's a serial canceller and rejoiner? Who joins, stays for almost the entirety of your refund period, cancels an hour before that period is up, and then asks for a refund? Look at who these people are. Look at how they differ in terms of the reasons they give you for joining, where they were in their journey when they first signed up, where they came from in terms of traffic source or the sales funnel they went through. Were they referred by an affiliate? Did they join after a specific promotion? So what compelled them to join? What were they hoping to achieve? Now, this is where having a new member questionnaire comes in really handy. So you can gather all of this type of information from everyone who joins your site. And then periodically, you can look back through that data in order to connect the dots and get a better understanding of which type of members stay and which type of members leave, which type of members are more positive additions to your community, and which ones could you happily do without. And as mentioned, this isn't just about trying to attract happy, positive, great people versus attracting terrible, annoying, miserable people. It so often comes down to readiness. The best, most positive, nicest member in the world is not going to be an ideal member if they are not ready for what your membership is going to help them to do. So consider what they would need to become ready. What information would they need? What hurdles do they need to clear? What validation do they need to do? If someone is merely interested in your topic, but they haven't taken any action to actually engage with it and commit to it, what is it that you could do to help them decide whether they're going to commit or not? You know, I often joke that with the membershipguys.com, we spend more time trying to talk people out of starting a membership than we spend trying to talk them into it. It would be so much easier for us to focus all of our marketing around selling the dream, around painting that beautiful picture of you being able to kick back on a beach, rocking in your hammock, sipping on a Mai Tai while all of this delicious recurring revenue just magically appears in your bank account. But we know that the reality is far different from that. There's plenty of people out there willing to sell that dream. But what would happen is if our marketing focused on that segment of our audience, the people who want to hear about the dream, who are seduced by that, those people would join our membership. They'd realize that there's actually a lot of hard work in building a membership business. They'd be put off and they would leave. In order for us to attract better members, people need to understand just how much is involved in making a membership successful before they join our site. Otherwise, they'll join, the bubble will burst, and they'll end up resenting us for it. They'll spread negative reviews about us, and of course, they'll leave. And most likely, they'll want a refund. So for your own business, for your own market, your own audience, think about what you need to do to get people ready, to get them to where they need to be. And that's why content marketing is such a fantastic cornerstone strategy for membership site owners, because it's through your free content and the free resources you put out there that you can help people get to that point. You can help them become ready and prepare them for signing up to your membership. Focus your time and your energy on that stuff. Focus your efforts on the traffic sources that have been proven to bring you better members rather than the ones that are the source of all your problem customers or people who leave after a month requesting a refund. You can even go one step further and consider creating an entire membership level for free that is all centered around those first few steps, getting people ready. So you're still catering to people who are perhaps earlier in their journey than your membership is appropriate for. You're getting them to the right stage to make them suitable to then sign up. And when they do sign up, they're far more likely to be a better caliber member. Overall, the most important thing is making that shift in your mindset and moving away from thinking that every sale is a good sale. Instead, make sure you're focusing on bringing in the right kind of customers that will help you to build a more sustainable membership long term. Okay, that's it for this week. If you want the show notes and any links to any resources or useful content related to this episode, head over to themembershipguys.com/205 for all that good stuff. And I'll see you again next week. If you've enjoyed today's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out the membersiteacademy.com. The Member Site Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. So whether you're still figuring out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website is already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Member Site Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, monthly training, exclusive member-only discounts, perks and tools, and a supportive, active community to help you along the way with feedback, encouragement and advice, the Member Site Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage and grow a successful membership website. So check it out at membersiteacademy.com.